Today's book spot is on the Marvel The World According to Spider-Man. Published by the folks over at Insight Editions and written by Daniel Wallace. Daniel Wallace is the author and co-author of more than 24 books, including The Jedi Path, The Man of Steel Inside the Legendary World of Superman, and DC Comics Year by Year. He also was responsible for the Marvel Encyclopedia, which is probably one of the fallbacks, one of the staples for many Marvel collectors out there. This is a really neat book. One thing I like about the book is the size of it. Spot's got a whole slew of different Marvel books, Marvel encyclopedias that we were just discussing. And the one thing with a lot of books is that they're a good size. The one thing I like about this book is it's small, it's compact. I can take this on the go, or really if I just want to sit down and I want to read something, it's a nice compact version of a reference guide for Spider-Man. On the front is a picture, actually a pretty decent image of Spider-Man here. On the inside of the book, a couple different comic panels. There's Spider-Man on the front there. Written by Daniel Wallace, illustrated, by the way, by Marco, and I apologize if I mispronounce this, by Marco Federici, and of course published by Insight Editions. Now, Spot's not going to go through, as you know, what tends to be with these videos. I don't want to go through everything in the book, because you yourself, you'll want to go out and get this book for yourself, especially if you're a big Spider-Man fan. It gives you an introduction, but this is really a definitive how-to and reference guide to Spider-Man. There's these individual, you'll actually see this as you come through a lot of the book. There's like little extra, I want to say like scrapbook pieces that you'll see in the book. It gives you the history of Spider-Man, for example, but it'll also give you, for example, a letter addressed to Peter Parker from J. Jonah Jameson, and we can open this up. You can take this out too also if you want, but I want to take this one out. It says, Peter, Dear Peter Parker, this is a difficult letter for me to write, since I'd much rather be delivering the news in person so I could throttle your skinny little neck. You're fired. Why, Mr. Jameson? Oh, woe is me, Mr. Jameson. Whatever shall I do, Mr. Jameson? That's your generation in a nutshell. You young people always wanting a handout. I suppose you're one of those hipsters or slackers or whatever you call freeloaders these days. You with your fancy phones and your skinny computers and your hot spots. Don't you know that you're killing the print industry? You have the blood of the Daily Bugle on your hands, and you claim you want to be a newspaper man. There's obviously more to it, but I just want to ruin it for you. Flipping through the continued section of the book, let me just flip this page over here. You got sections for his costume. The various, and you can see how updated this is, the various different suits he's worn. Some of my personal favorites being the Iron Spider suit, back in black, and also the stealth suit as well. Rejected costumes. I love these. Spooky Spider-Man. Special abilities, last minute resourcefulness, equipment, costume assembled for less than $10 at a dollar store. Different emotions on masks. Surprise, skepticism, sleepiness, suspicion, the blissful lotus, hypno-tune, and the ear problem. The best feature is my ears, is a phrase that has been uttered exactly 0 times. I'm not crazy about my ears either, so when it comes to my costume, I just vanish them. What? I tried the alternative once, and it was ridiculous. This works for your nose, too. Good thing cartilage is so flexible. Another one of the things that you'll get inside, New York City Department of Education, Midtown High School, you'll get the report card for Peter Parker. Grade 10, subject algebra. Apparently he got an A. One of my best students. Peter is a real living brain. Metal Shop, Spider-Man, or Peter Parker, got a B. Peter's good with tools, but he keeps starting his own projects. None of them are approved under the Midtown School curriculum. I wonder what he's making. English, B+. Biology, A-. Chemistry, A+. Physical education, C-. C-. Peter failed to qualify for the Presidential Physical Fitness Award. Again, when it comes to students like him, enthusiasm isn't good enough. That shows you his web shooters. And again, I love the fact that this book is so small, but you can see it covers really everything. His web shooters, the Web Shooter Mark 2.0, web slinging like a pro, different web fluids. There's also a section, if I can find it in the book here, Spidey's Guide to New York City. Also has numbered different areas. How do you get to Carnegie Hall? You walk or take a cab. No jokes today. I haven't had my coffee yet. Mary, number 2, which is right up the top there. It says Mary Jane's Upper West Side apartment is a bit bigger than my own. Central Park Zoo. If I were Kraven the Hunter, I'd sleep here every night. Number 4, right up there, is Avengers Mansion. If you get past the security systems, tell Jarvis I said hi. And then we get to the meat and potatoes of it all. You get the villains, different villains: Scorpion, Doc Ock, Green Goblin, the Lizard, Kraven the Hunter, Vulture, Mysterio, and Sandman. The category C, or the lower tier villains: Grizzly, Leapfrog, I remember some of these, Gibbon, Kangaroo, the Living Brain, and the Trapster. There's also, I would totally like to use this, but being that you only get one of them. Be approachable. Hey, you know me. I'm not the merciless Spider-Man or the unpleasant Spider-Man. I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. They actually give you a card that you could give to somebody. His New York State driver's license, complete with Spider-Man's photo. The Spider-Mobile, seen only a few times. What else we got in here? We got the Daily Bugle card, J. Jonah Jameson, publisher, editor-in-chief, Generalissimo. It's one of these books that, and I love coffee table books. You put me down for coffee table books any day of the week. What I like about this too is that every time you pick this up and you'll go through it, there's something new in the book that you'll discover. Horizon, Labs quick reference cards. So you become unstuck in time, so you're on the unfamiliar planet. Love lives, women that Peter has come across in his life. We've also got ourselves Aunt May's tummy tickling wheat cakes, her recipe for wheat cakes, which I suppose you really could make. Maybe I'll make those one day. Some pictures. Peter's big present, a calculator watch. Happy 16th. And also, for those very knowledgeable in Spider-Man, you can take yourself a quiz. Or in this case, no, excuse me. Are you ready to be a superhero? Okay, time to show me what you've learned. If you answer these questions honestly, you'll find out if you've got what it takes to be the next friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Don't blame me if you don't like the results. This is an advice book, not a self-improvement seminar. Your worst habit, and I'll go through one of these. Your worst habit: A, always borrowing pens and forgetting to return them. Possibly. B, showing up late for work. So many kittens needed help getting down from trees. Okay, you would get me for that one. And C, robbing banks before 9 a.m. on Saturday. Possibly not the last one, but most definitely the second last one there. And on the back, for good measure, there's also a poster of Spider-Man as well. Really, again, a phenomenal book. Not only are you getting the reference points that you would expect with other Spider-Man books, but you're also getting these fun scrapbook pieces inside as well, which only add to the fun of getting a book such as this. This would ideally be suitable for your Spider-Man fan friend out there, perhaps if you have a nephew or a really niece as well who loves Spider-Man. This would be a great book idea as well. Today's book spot, we're having a look at the world according to Spider-Man. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more book spots heading your way. don't go anywhere. There's definitely more videos going to be heading your way. Thanks for watching, as you always do. I'll see you next time.